Hello guys and welcome back at Max Programming, and today we are going to learn how to add images to our web page. So let's add a comment over here. So I'm going to say, okay, so this is the comment and it's colored because of the an extension that I have installed, which is bracket pair colorizer. Okay, just you can install that bracket pair colorizer and it will colorize both of your brackets. Okay, so I'm using light theme now because it looks pretty good on the video. Okay, and it will be visible to you. And I have started live server, so I'm gonna add a question mark and I'm gonna say how to add images. Okay, and so now to add the images, actually you should have any image on your in your folder. So here one change I've done, I went to settings and I just said auto save to off, because I show you when I show you anything, I don't want it to just instantly come over here on the web page. When I'll save this when I'll save this file, it will be automatically displayed over here. So after saving, so when I save this, okay, you're gonna see nothing is happening because we have just added a comment. Okay, so now what we want is an image in our folder. So in this folder we want an image. Let me just make it. Okay, now if you want any image, we have a specific tag for that, but before that let me show you. Now here I have my image, max programming logo.png. now I want this image to be displayed on this web page, so I want this image on my folder for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go over to my folder and paste it with this web page.html. so it's over here now. Okay, so I'm going to close this out and let's go back. So you can see this image. Okay, when if I show it to you, it's very good PNG image. So now what do I want is this image to be displayed over here. Now why we put it in this same folder? Because whenever your image is in any other folder, you have to specify the path of the image. Okay, so when we I'm just gonna actually minimize this, and now we have a specific tag for image which is called IMG. Now I'm writing IMG, and when I click this, you can see IMG. It will create tag for you like this. Okay, so just enter or tab. You can see this is the tag. Now it does not have any ending tag because you don't have any content between the image. Okay, you just have the image. Okay, so now what do I want is that image right over here. Okay, which is here. So I have to specify the name of that image in this source attribute. Source is an attribute, remember this. So I'm going to say, wait a minute, I'm going to say max. Just I saved that and we have the image, and this is the name of the image. Now the moment I save it, you will see the image right over here. Okay, so I'm going to expand this. You can see images over here. So okay, now this is like a magic. Okay, and you can also change the width of this image by simply adding an attribute width to this image IMG tag. Okay, so you can specify it in pixels. I'm going to say 200 pixels and save it. You can see I have this image in 200 pixels width. Okay, so I can just say 400 pixels for now because it might be good for you. Now this is the self closing tag. As I explained you, whenever I save this any file, it will be formatted. Okay, so if I forget any kind of indentation or anything like that, it will automatically format that all the files. So if there is any empty tag, for example, if I say a break tag, okay, so if I create a BR tag, now we do not have any front slash over here, but the moment I save this file, I'll get a front slash automatically. Okay, as you can see, so this is because of this prettier extension. Okay, you just can download this extension, go to settings, and then you can search for wait a minute, format on save. Okay, so you just check this, and whenever you save your file, it will be formatted automatically. I'm going to remove it. Now image img is similar. It's just an empty tag which has it's an empty tag simply, so you don't have any content in between. Now this alt attribute, what is this? Now this is basically the attribute whenever your image is not with you. For example, any problem comes, okay, and your image not with you. So you can specify the alt. So I'm going to say max program, or for simplicity purposes I'm going to say logo. So now this is the alt attribute. Now, for example, if anything is mistaken over here, if I delete this L, now when I save it, you're gonna see this image is not present over here, but you can see this text, small text, which is telling you that this image was a logo. Okay, so this is a good practice to specify it. Now another good practice that I'm going to recommend to you is not to keep your image with your HTML file. Okay, so let's go there. Now over here we have the image and the HTML file both kept in the same folder. Now what do I do is I just go into my folder and I create one more folder called images. Okay, and what do I do is I just drag and drop, move that image into the images folder. Okay, so let's do it over here. Oh, I just created a file. Let's delete this, move to trash, and I create a folder called images, and I just drag and drop that image into the images folder, move, and now my image is in this images folder. Now when I refresh, when I save my file, you're going to see the same thing. Okay, because this name is correct but the path is not correct, but the source is not correct. So I'm going to say images, which is the folder name. Okay, so you can say images slash, and then you'll get that image name. Just press enter and let's say save, and you're gonna get that image easily. That's pretty cool, that all the images you should store in that folder, images folder. That's a good practice. Okay, so I recommend that because that's a good practice. So there's another way, when if you have many folders, okay, and if you by chance don't want to type in the whole folder name, so whenever the source attribute is created, and what you should do is you just say dot slash. Okay, this will give you all the files and all the folders inside your main directory which you are in. So dot actually means the folder right now which is with you, and slash means in the folder. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete this and I'm gonna say dot slash. Okay, we got the images folder, we got the Max Programming logo. Let's click this, let's save, and here we can see. Now what if you want an image from an external source? Okay, so for example I'm gonna search for let's search for wallpapers, and here we go. Let's go to the images tab, and I'm gonna go to, okay, now if I want this image, what I will do is basically I'll save it and do the other stuff. But what I'll do is I'll copy link address. Okay, so just copy link address, go into the source attribute and just paste that whole link address, and that's very big. Okay, now let's go again and save this file, and wait a minute, this is not giving me that image. There's some problem in here. Save link, copy image address. Okay, I just copied that link address. I have to copy the image address, and let's go to the source again and let's just paste that, and that's all. Okay, that's all you need. Go back to the images, save that, and you're gonna get this image. Okay, so that's how you get an image online. Okay, you don't need any kind of saving and all the other stuff, and you can apply width to that, apply any alt to that, any kind of mistakes when happen like this. What has happened? Okay, I don't know why it's giving me, but it's online thing. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, and now one more thing that you can do is I'm just going to clear this up, and I'm going to clear this whole image tag. Okay, now we have learned how to add links to the web page, okay, in the previous video. So now what do I want is I want a link which will navigate you to the image, okay, that we want. So I'm going to create an a tag. We learned how to create that, so let's create an a tag. Now href, you know what is href, I'm not going to explain you. So href, we have to specify the path or the link, okay. So I'm going to say dot slash, which is, I told you what is dot slash, and then images, and then max programming logo dot png, and that's it. So now in this a tag I'm going to say click here, uh, click here to go to the image. Okay, now I'm gonna save this, and oh, what happened right now? So click here to go to the image, and when I click, you can see I have the image. Okay, I click the back one, and I can set an attribute like target underscore blank that I told you in the last video, which is gonna open it in a new tab. So now if I click this link, you're gonna see it in the new tab. Okay, this is the old tab, this is the new tab, and you can do more things with the images, and you can style it in CSS, and that's pretty great. Okay, we learned how to add links in the previous video, but now we learned how to uh, uh, just add a link, and then click that link, we'll be redirected to this image. Okay, so how to add an image, let's recap it. What we have to do, we have to just create an IMG tag. In the source, we have to specify the folder, the path of that image. In the alt, we have to specify the alternative if the image is not available, and at last you can specify the width of that image by saying whatever you want, whatever quantity you want, all that sort of stuff. When you save it, you're gonna get this. Okay, it's the image right now, that's the reason it's not doing. When you save it, and then you okay, we are in the image folder. Okay, so that was just a problem because we were in the images, and here we go. So when you save it, you can specify the width, you can increase the width, you can decrease the width, whatever you want with the image, you can do that. Okay, so that's like a magic. Okay, you can add a link to the web, add a link, and then that's what you can do with the images. And in next video we are going to learn more things. You can add more things to the web page. To make this a bit fancier, I'm just gonna get this comment out, and I'm gonna say let's create an h1 tag. Okay, h2 tag. This is my channel's logo. Okay, and I'm gonna, what we learned, align equals center, which is gonna align it to center. Now what I did is, from the previous video, I removed one thing which was over here, doc type HTML. Okay, this tag I removed it because you don't need to learn it right now, because this tag relates to HTML5, not we are learning right now. Okay, so I'm going to explain you when we'll be going to HTML5. And I also removed this lang attribute. Okay, lang en, so you can keep it if you want. It's your wish, and just save that. And yes, you can also get the align to this image, save it, and here we go. So oh no, it's not coming. It's I think because of that HTML5 problem, because align is not an attribute in HTML5. Okay, you have to use CSS for that. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoy it, and finally, thanks for watching.